itasimama, Kenya itainuka, Kenya itanawiri kwa umoja na uzalendo. Mimi ni Mkenya mzalendo. Je, wewe? Leo hii tuko hapa katika gatuzi la Kirinyaga kwa sababu tumekuwa na safari ya kuangalia na kuangazia miradi ya kimaendeleo ambayo serikali imekuwa ikifanya tangia kuchaguliwa na kuapishwa tarehe 13 Septemba mwaka wa 2022. Na ni mambo mengi sana ambayo yameweza kufanywa na serikali hii ikiongozwa na Mheshimiwa William Ruto. Kisa na maana ni kwamba tuna miradi ambayo tumeipiga msasa na tunaihadithia kule Kiambu, kama mradi wa Karimeno ambao unapatia wakaaji wa Gatundu, wa Juja, wa Ruiru milioni 1 maji. Pia tumeangalia uwanja wa michezo wa Kirigiti, uwanja ambao unaweza kusheheni zaidi ya watu 16,000 ambao sasa umemalizika kwa kiasi cha 85%. Na pia ndio uwanja ambao Rais wa awamu ya kwanza, mwanzilishi wa taifa Jomo Kenyatta, alihudhuria alipotoka gerezani, na ni uwanja ambao unaweza kutumika hata kufanya michezo ya kimataifa. Pia tumeangazia nyumba ambazo zimetengenezwa hapa Kirinyaga, kule Murang'a Makenji na hata kule Ruiru, na katika eneo hili lote la kati mwa Kenya kuna nyumba ama miradi ya nyumba zaidi ya 14 ikiorodheshwa zaidi ya nyumba tu 5,000 ambazo zinajengwa peke yake, na nyingi zikiwa ni miradi ambayo iko kule Kiambu, miradi 6 katika maeneo ya kule Thika Depot na hata kule Ruiru ambapo kuna nyumba zinajengwa 1,150. Tumesikia hadithi nzuri sana tukiangazia kama jumba zile ambazo zimetengenezwa hapa Kirinyaga. Tunaona ikifikia mwisho wa mwaka huu watu wataweza kuingia. Zimesonga kwa kasi zaidi zile za kule Maragwa, kule Murang'a, kumradhi, kule Ngudhuru Makenji zimefikia 45%. Zile za Kiambu zimefikishia 54%. Pia kuna aina tofauti ya miradi ya maji kama ile inaitwa kwa kimombo Northern Collector Tunnel ambayo iko kule Murang'a. Pia tunaona maji yametengenezwa hapa hata Kirinyaga High School ambao wako hata na borehole, na pia hii hospitali yetu ya Kirinyaga County Referral Hospital pia imewekwa maji, na kuna miradi ya maji ambayo iko hapa Kirinyaga ambayo inafaidi zaidi ya watu 350,000, na mradi mwingine ambao uko kule Murang'a ambao pia unafaidi, ambao ni wa Muswasco, unasaidia nyumba zaidi ya 18,000. Na ni mambo tu machache ambayo tunagusia kwa sababu tulisema sisi kama serikali tumekuja kuhakikisha kwamba tunamuinua mwananchi wa kawaida katika mambo ya bottom up. Hii bottom up economic transformation agenda ni muhimu zaidi, na kuna wangwana wakubwa ambao wako hapa wakiongozwa na county commissioner ambaye anasimamia county hii, pia na county secretary ambaye yuko hapa, ambaye pia amekuja na baraza la mawaziri la gavana Anne Waiguru. Kuna mawaziri chungu nzima hapa, hata kuna mmoja tulikuwa tunasoma na yeye hapa anaitwa Calbert ambaye anasimamia mambo ya trade. Kwa hivyo sisi tunaona mazao ya uongozi na utawala wa Mheshimiwa William Ruto. Na tutaendelea kuangazia haya maneno. Ofisi yangu imekuwa katika hizi safari. Tumekwenda kule Nakuru katika mwezi wa Mei, mwezi wa Aprili tulikuwa kule Homa Bay, na tutakuwa tukiangazia maeneo yote ili tuweze kuona nini ambacho wananchi wanafaidi kwa kawaida. Kwa hivyo nikubalisheni niweze kusoma hii taarifa kwa kimombo, alafu tutaweza kupata maswali kutoka wanahabari, na wanahabari tunawaenzi sana wale wote ambao tuko nao hapa kutoka vyombo vya habari tofauti. So this is a statement. It's a weekly press briefing that is being done from Kirinyaga County at the CDF hall, and we really must thank the Member of Parliament, the Honorable Gachagua, who I was privileged to serve with in the 11th Parliament, and his team for giving us an opportunity to be here. After this, we are going to have a town hall meeting where we have all these senior members of the county and national government are going to answer your questions, and we must be very happy that the Office of the Government Spokesperson started the town hall meetings, and they really have done very well. His Excellency the President has actually engaged quite a number of them, and will be doing so since we started one in Nakuru in May this year. May I first of all thank you, members of the Four of the State from this region, for accompanying us to the various projects that we have visited since Monday in Kiambu, Murang'a, and Kirinyaga counties, and passing the information to our people on the government achievements towards betterment of their welfare. I wish to affirm the government's commitments to actualizing its promises to the people, hence the essence of our presence in Central Region this week, with the aim of communicating the projects and programs being undertaken at the counties for the purpose of getting public feedback and ensuring that they meet their expectations. Let me focus on affordable housing program in the Central Kenya region. The government undertakes to put up 1 million affordable housing units in 5 years, first targeting of about 700,000, and currently about 109,000 units are being constructed. And this is on course with already 14 of the projects ongoing in Central Region, the 5 counties, all of them, and they are at various stages of completion. And we promise, as government, a profound socioeconomic impact as witnessed in our tour. The projects comprise, actually, let me correct this, 7,628 affordable housing units, not 5,000, employing an average of 2,130 daily workers on site. So over 2,000 people are getting daily bread from these, with an additional 5,000 skilled and low-skilled workers engaged directly and indirectly off-site across the housing economic value chain in the region. The State Department for Housing and Urban Development and the National Housing Corporation have ring-fenced 1.135 billion for the Jua Kali and MSMEs in this region to produce steel doors, steel windows, wooden doors, joinery, and balustrades, as well as landscaping on site in these 14 projects. For example, in Ruiru, we found the Ruiru bypass fabricators. They have been given a total of 107 million shillings contract that is going to enable them to make a difference in their lives. This money will actually go a long way to engage the youth in skilled and semi-skilled and unskilled employment, while formalizing the Jua Kali clusters into circles across the 5 counties to provide for resources of upskilling artisans and developing these cottage industries. And it is very important to say, if you look at the integrated way in which we as government are doing it, we have already certified 213 artisans due to having prior experience, And also at the same time, we are very keen on those who may not have had an opportunity to go to school to register in the Open University of Kenya, or UK, where we have 3,289 students, so that then you can have the certification that is supposed to actually, domicile your learning so that you are seen to be competent and qualified. Very, very important. Of course, at the same time, there are those who are benefiting from being mamambogas, selling food and other wares, providing for the stones, providing for the sand, supplying, to these humongous projects that have not been witnessed heretofore. The region's projects overview for the affordable housing program, and it's also good to say that this is our theme for the Mashujaa Day in Kwale, so that's why we are really highlighting this, is that the 14 AHP projects include 2 in Kirinyaga County, that is Kirinyaga AHP with 100 units here in Kirinyaga town, and also the Gishogo AHP, which is 110 units. So here in Kirinyaga, we have 210 units. We also have 2 in Nyeri County, that is Nyeri Blue Valley AHP with 381 units, and Orengo AHP in Nyeri Town with 478 units. When it comes to Nyandarua, we have 3 of them, that is Kinangop North AHP with 220 units, and Olkalau AHP by the National Housing Corporation, 100 units, and Olkalau AHP by the State Department for Housing with 420 units. So there are 2 segments, National Housing Corporation and the State Department. We have 1 in Murang'a County, which has got 220 units in Mackenzie. Very interesting. And also we have 6 projects in Kiambu County, because Kiambu is becoming the dormitory city of Nairobi. People are, growing houses more than the cash crops as it used to be. So 1,050 units in Ruto, where I come from. And Thika AHP, King's Orchids, 975 units. Thika Depot AHP, 436 units. Thika Bustani AHP, 996 units. And Kikuyu Kabete AHP, which is 1,404 units. And the Limuru AHP, which is 738 units. So you can see that's quite a lot, over 7,000 units, going forward. Aligned with the bottom-up economic transformation agenda, the Better Plan, these projects serve as part of a larger program. As I said earlier, they are being rolled out across the country, comprising more than 700,000 units in the medium term, all almost to provide affordable housing solutions to the hustler families. This is a great achievement of the Kenya Kwanza government's plan of constructing over 1 million houses in the next 5 years going forward, because we have a deficit of 200,000 houses countrywide every year, and the mortgage facilities as of 2022 would only cover about 50,000 people. So already we have surpassed this demand or supply for that matter, and so it is very important that we take advantage of this. The projects are also aimed at creating employment opportunities for both skilled and unskilled labor to the communities around the localities, and also create business opportunities such as food vendors in the nearby shopping centers, as well as attachment and internship opportunities to the neighboring learning institutions, along with associated social and physical infrastructure improvements on the necessary amenities such as schools, markets, and dispensaries, and of course also police posts, to serve the occupants of the units and to help them lead a dignified life. For example, we met a lady, I think her name is Carol. She's from Thika Technical, and she's doing a diploma in engineering, and she was there demonstrating to us in Murang'a what is happening. We also had a gentleman by the name of Mololo, who is employed. There's also Wanjiru, who is not actually from Kiambu, but is from Taita Taveta, but has since settled in Ruiru because that's where she got a job. So you can see there's a lot of movement, and people are getting to have opportunities because of these programs. And you can imagine if you have a unit like here, 100 units or 210 units, multiplied by 5, that's a whole market of 1,000 people that you can supply to. Even the people of tuk-tuk and boda-boda will be able to transport, even Uber, they'll be able to transport such individuals when they are going to and from work or school or any other economic activity. A beneficiary of the AHP program, Julia Wanjiru, is full of praise of the gains being churned out of these housing projects. Born in Taita Taveta County, Wanjiru has found a renewed purpose through her involvement in the project, balancing manual labor with food sales. So that's a true hustler. She has managed to educate her children single-handedly as a single mother. And this is what he had to say. This project has kept us all busy. No one is idle or going hungry, she says, referring to the accrued benefits of the project in her newly found home of Ruto town in Kiambu County. So, and there are so many Wanjirus who are there. We have another lady also we found there called Molenje from Western Kenya, who is also benefiting from the same and taking care of her family. And some of these women, even their husbands, are not working. But at the same time, we also found complaints of local youth just working for a day and then going away. So we also need to ensure that we inculcate discipline amongst the youth so that they can also be able to keep a job. Not just getting the money that they need for their basic needs. Maybe they want to buy a trouser or two, and then they forget that they actually need to work for long. So that's one of the things that we're also trying to do so. And also, if you look at it clearly, we are having houses that are more family-based when you are moving away from Nairobi. So if you look at the project, for example, in Mwaura, it is a bed-sitter or studios, and then 2 and 3 bedrooms, because you are likely to have more families there. But if you look at the Ruto project, there are quite a number, 544 one-bedroom houses, because of course there may be minimal single people who are going out there to look for work. So it is very, very well integrated. If you look at the Homa Bay project, it is actually having even a school, and it's going all the way to the fish market at Koginga. So it's very well thought out. Now, over and above this, we are also looking at the cooperative movement so that people can save money in SACCOs. Regarding the cooperative and the micro, small, and medium enterprise, which is another one of the 5 pillars, the government is committed to promoting growth and development of cooperatives under its bottom-up economic transformation agenda, the BETTER plan. This is mainly happening through semi-autonomous government agencies, including the new Kenya Cooperative Creameries, that is NKCC, whose mandate is to procure high-quality raw milk, process and package and market it along its value-added products. So already you can remember the pronouncements that the president has made in this regard. The other agency is the new Kenya Planters Cooperative Union, NKPCU, to provide affordable housing, affordable credit, to coffee farmers, mill and market their coffee. So please, we are urging people to actually do their coffee. The BETTER plan revolves around mobilization of actors in the economy into cooperatives, societies, including the registration of cooperatives in the 9 priority value chains of rice. So there are 9, please note them. 9, tea, livestock and beef, dairy production, edible oils, artisanal miners is a value chain, blue economy, and the artisanal fishing, textiles and apparel, alongside construction and affordable housing. Let me repeat them for clarity. Rice, tea, I know rice is very important here, tea, livestock and beef, that is dairy production as well, edible oil, artisanal miners, and then blue economy, which also includes some form of mining, and then artisanal fishing. And when we say artisanal, we mean small scale, where we are even organizing people into BMUs, beach management units, and textile and apparel, that is because of the cotton, and then construction and affordable housing. So you can see it's very, very clear what are the value chains that we are trying to make sure that they work well. The BETTER plan further facilitates cooperatives ventures through provision of cooperative aggregation infrastructure. The specific projects and programs for facilitation of the cooperative activity in the value chain include construction of a cooperative cotton ginnery in Kwale County, modernization and expansion of the new KCC processing infrastructure, affordable credit to coffee farmers, coffee debt waiver, and refurbishment of bulk coffee handling facilities. In the last 2 years, the government has attained a number of achievements in the cooperative subsector, key amongst them registration of 389 cooperative societies across the 9 priority value chains, which can be broken into 3 cooperatives for rice, 1 in the tea sector, 22 in livestock and beef, 62 in the dairy production, 41 in edible oils, 117 in the artisanal miners, 104 for the blue economy, and artisanal fishing, 17 like that, and apparel, and 22 for the construction of affordable housing in the cooperative societies. The new Kenya Cooperative Creameries, NKCC, has been designed to ensure that the buyer of milk of the last resort is actually that organization in order to mitigate against low milk prices. And currently, the entity is serving 60,000 dairy farmers through 300 dairy cooperatives and other farmer organizations, majority of whom are really from this region. So this is our own product. The new KCC reached a processing capacity of 875,000 liters, that is 250,000 liters of dairy milk and 650,000 liters of raw milk, with completion of modernization of facilities having been at 85% by June 2023. So you can see they really have the capacity to take almost all of our milk. Further, a total of 2,221 metric tons of milk powder was produced using this installed capacity during the enhanced rainy season of the financial year 2023-2024. And in that regard, following the setting of the El Nino rains, in November 2023, the NKCC made a request of 1.5 billion to the parent Ministry of Cooperatives and MSMEs Development for support to facilitate mop-up of excess milk so that you don't have a milk glut. The government was able, because of budgetary constraints, to give 900 million of the money in December 2023. So that's why you can see that capacity is that high. The government has also allocated more funds in the current financial year for milk powder processing and completion of the last phase of NKCC modernization project. So don't stay there with your milk. There is capacity to buy, and we continue to increase it so that we can benefit all of us. Now let's come to the new KPCU. The new KPCU has in the last 2 years disbursed credit totaling to 4.95 billion to 365,972 coffee farmers spread across the 26 coffee growing counties through the Coffee Cherry Advanced Revolving Fund, according to records by the new KPCU here in central Kenya. So you can see the numbers, 4 billion, actually let's call it 5 billion, that is going to nearly 400,000 farmers. This is unprecedented. And the 4 growing counties of Kiambu, Kirinyaga, Murang'a, and Nyeri have actually received a total sum of 2.309 billion, and this has benefited 182,827 farmers. So it's actually the lion's share of that. There was also an increased coffee milling activity nationally. The new KPCU mills with 8,470 metric tons of coffee that was milled in the financial year 2023-2024 against 878 tons in the financial year 2022-2023. So you can see, look at 878 tons against 8,470.